Welcome to Rootstem, and welcome to this 1,500 point battle report of Crimson Fist Space Marines versus Blood Axe Orks. Welcome guys, thanks for joining us. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button if you do like what you see. As mentioned, today we've got a battle report of Orcs versus Crimson Fists, a classic clash between two hated enemies. We're actually playing on a 6 foot by 4 foot board, and I'll go through the terrain with you in a second. And I'm playing somebody new today, so it was somebody new to the channel. But we are playing again, following on from last week's battle. We've got open play cards again, simply because it's a lot easier for me to be able to record victory points without having to do high level degree maths to be able to figure out who's winning the game. So to start with, let's check out some cards. So this is the deployment zone that we've got today. The Orcs are going to be this side. The Crimson Fists are going to be that side. Now, the objective that we've got is storm the line. So basically we are going to be putting 6 objectives down, 3 each, in each of our own deployment zones. Then, once that's down, we score 1 victory point at the end of each of our turns for every objective we hold, and 2 victory points if the objective is in your opponent's deployment zone. So I'm guessing some outflanking or lots of running up the board is going to ensue. We've also got a hindrance with a twist. We've got Cyclone. So basically, any shots more than 18 inches away are -1 strength. This is going to be it's going to be entertaining trying to take out each other's heavy armour here with very light weapons, I think.
We don't need to shoot.
We don't need to shoot. No, don't need to shoot. Right. So, that's the game. Let me take you to a bit of terrain and then we'll take you to the army. So as usual, we've got a nice eclectic mix. That is counting as a ruin. That is also counting as a ruin, even though it's not 5 inches high. We're just going to say it is because some of this terrain is old. So that is a ruin as well. Now we do count the base. That is the edge. So you can't, if you're there and there, you can't shoot over it. It's just easier that way because we've actually got a base of it and we've not got anybody arguing. That's another ruin again. That's a ruin, of course, and then we've got this. Now, this is just going to be a normal light building. It's going to be scalable, so you can get up it. And when you're on top, it's going to give you a +1 armor. But, as you can see, there's some line of sight blocking pieces. But if you can shoot through it, you can shoot through it. You can shoot normally. We've got lots of craters. So this crater, in fact, there's quite a few craters. They're just going to follow the normal rules from the Warhammer 40k rulebook. But we have extended the range, so all of this is also going to count as craters. And then we've got some fences. And now these fences, if you're one side, if you're having to shoot across it, or someone's having to shoot you across it, or, I mean, if you're within an inch, then you could ignore the minus. But if you're back here, somebody's there and firing across, it's a -1 to hit, so we count it as dense terrain. We also count it as difficult terrain to move across, so it's -2 for infantry. If a vehicle without the fly keyword goes across, we remove the piece of terrain. We just basically state that the vehicle flattens it. That's a good way of making sure that you can try and get your infantry across. And we've also got some rocks. And these are old school. Basically, we're just going to give light cover, +1 to your saving throw, if you're in it and on it. But doesn't do much or anything else. And then a couple of little tiny bits of trees. We automatically know what those trees do. And there's a road. And that does nothing. Right. So hopefully you've got the terrain down. Let's take you on to some army. So this is a 1,500 point Crimson Fist force, or roughly. Yeah, not a lot to be honest, but that's probably because I've spent it a lot on characters. Now, none of these characters are Primaris characters because I want to stick them in a Razorback. It's always good to have. So we've got a captain with his Mastercrafted bolter and of course a Power Fist. The Power Fist will be special issue war gear, which is what I'm taking from the relics. It's going to be the Fist of Terror, so he's going to get an extra attack. And he doesn't have a -1 to hit with that fist. We've also got a Chaplain as well. He's going to be taking the aura ability where you can re-roll your hit rolls in combat. His basic one. I'm not going to go for anything fancy. We've also got the a normal company or chapter ancient. So he's still going to be able to buff his ability to lads nearby, but of course it's not going to totally take me out of it by not having one in the Primaris vehicle. We've also got a Librarian, so that'll include my 3 HQ choices for this battalion. He's going to have Chasm, which is a pretty good power to cause some extra mortal wounds. And he's also going to have Rack and Ruin, because if you're playing Crimson Fists and you've got a guy there, you need it. Right, so 3 troop choices. We've got 3 unit snipers, 4 snipers and a rocket launcher. They've also got the camo cloaks on there. We've got 2 units of intercessors, both exactly the same. 5 men with a sergeant with a power fist. They're backed up by an elite choice of a dreadnought, standard dreadnought with a twin las, and of course a heavy flame of power fist. Fast attack choice of a outrider unit. I forgot the name of them for a second. Nothing special on them at the moment, but this is recorded before the codex comes out. A unit of 4 interceptors, interceptors, all with the bolt, because if you're playing Crimson Fist, why would you take plasma? And a special unit of Stern Guard. Now, yes, these all have beakies. They're veterans, in my personal opinion, of the war upon Rinsworld, and they've got their own rhino to back them and transport them into battle. There's 2 heavy bolters in that squad, and the sergeant does a power fist. Everyone else has got special issue bolt guns. So that's about it. That's pretty much my force. Not spending any CP at the moment for additional unit, for additional relics or anything like that nature. I'm just keeping them core. So I'm going to be starting with 12. But you never know. I may end up using some command points during deployment. Let's take you to some Orcs. Right, this is Will. First time on the channel. Yay! He's got a wicked t-shirt on, and this is his Orc army. It looks considerably larger than mine. Not my Orc army, my Crimson Fist, that's what I meant to say. So, what are you rock and rolling today, sir?
Right, we've got his war boss at the back then.
Okay.
I've spent a command point straight off the bat with him.
Alright.
I've taken the biggest boss.
Yep.
Which is basically giving him a 4-up invuln save.
Ooh.
And it adds 1 to his wounds and attacks.
That's pretty good.
He's also got the Killer Claw.
Okay.
Extra added punchiness.
That's his relic then, yeah?
Yeah, that's his relic.
No problem.
And he's sporting a combi shooter Scorcher.
Ooh.
So here we go.
Next up.
The Mega Knobs in front of him then.
Yep.
They're obviously, as they are, weapons have gone, as what you see. So.
Yep.
Dual kill saws.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we've got the boss knob at the front with the combi scorch and claw. Yep. Then moving along the lines, then we've got Pain Boy at the back.
Oh right, okay, he's moving along sideways. He's confusing me. Is that an old school Pain Boy model as well?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Have a bit of variety.
Yep.
As I say, he's just plain as he is, with obviously the kill saw. Syringe. Yep. Then we've got the Big Mac.
Okay.
At the back. Now I've spent a command point on that guy as well.
Yep.
And he's got Morgoth's thinking cap.
Okay.
Which basically gives him a warlord trait.
Oh right, okay.
So he's going with cunning but brutal.
Instead of brutal but cunning.
That's it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It effectively means I'll be able to roll a d3 and perhaps even move.
Yeah.
Moving on, Weird Boy. We've got him as a warphead, so he gets to cast 2 different
Is that another
spells.
Point as well?
It is, yes.
Right, okay, so 3 CP spent.
Burning through. So he's able to cast the jump and Fists of Gork.
Yeah.
Then moving on at the back, we've got 2 lobbers on the Legends rules.
Yep, so legacy units, we do allow them at the club, and I do allow them on my channel, because I don't see a point. If you've got the models, use them. So 2 lobby units, I'm guessing they've got pretty much the original crew there as well. That's pretty nice.
So they say. Well,
so they say.
Crew that I've picked up anyway. We've got 12 burner boys then.
Yep.
As
is, yeah. Yeah, no real special on that.
We've got a dedicated troop transport.
Yep.
A good old truck, as it is.
Yeah.
Then we've got a squad of 30 boys.
Okay.
All with sluggers and choppers.
All with sluggers and choppers.
We've got the knob at the front.
Yep.
With, as he's got in his hand, a slugger and a
is that kill saw? Okay.
Get my words out. And we've got 15 grots at the front of him.
These are old school grots. These are actually grots. If you look at them, they come from Space Crusade.
That's it, yeah. Mixing up a bit, mixing up. Then moving on then, we've got another bunch of 14 lads with a knob in front.
14 lads with a knob in front, yeah.
Exactly the same again,
yeah,
to make it easy for me to remember.
Yeah.
Got a slugger, kill saw, and then another bunch of grots in front.
Yep, and what's this thing?
Watch it in a nutshell.
You're not mentioning this thing.
Which, oh, yeah, that big thing in the middle there.
That big thing I pointed at about 3 times. Yeah.
So that's his battle wagon then. It's got 2 big shooters on board.
Yep.
It's got sporting the kill cannon.
Yep.
And death roller.
Okay.
And we have actually spent on that one and all.
Have you spent, so you spent 4 command points before the game's begun?
Yes.
Rightio.
It's got the boomer.
Okay.
Which basically just increases the power of the weapon by
Alright.
giving me more shots.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Then.
So you spent 4 command points before you've even begun,
yeah.
Meaning that you've got 8. Yeah. So you'll have 8 to begin the game with.
Yep.
Right, so we need to start deploying. We're going to roll for who's going to be deploying first off camera. We're going to be bringing you guys in to see who's going to get the first turn. Right, deployment is down. We've got a unit of interceptors with a unit of intercessors down this flank here, holding objective 1. The outriders are trying to get around this particular building. We've got a unit of, again, intercessors trying to storm forward. There's a lot of blocks line of sight, especially down that corner there, because I think initially I probably did a hammer and anvil, not hammer and anvil, I did a dawn of war deployment in my head. Unit of scouts in the building, taking advantage of the 5-inch rule between levels. They're holding objective number 6. The Dreadnought back here, trying to hold objective number 5 with the Rhino and the Razorback. Hopefully ready to rush forward, take advantage of the fact that you can't see anything with those buildings in the way. So the Orcs are heavy to one side, very heavy towards this rare right flank. Just some grots out on the left. And of course he's trying to hide his lobbers as best as he possibly can. I'm not quite sure what range they are, about 48.
A little bit more than that, I think.
We'll have a look in a sec. And then units of boys everywhere. Boys and boys ready for, I'm guessing, the jump, because he's going to try and chuck them into me as best as he possibly can. Right, the Crimson Fists, I laugh at your puny boys. Right, so we need to roll to see who goes first. So I'm going to walk around the table. I'm going to grab a dice. Luke's going to do the same. Be aware, during recording, I am using these. This is a D3, so this is a 6-sided dice, but it's actually just got 1 to 3 on there. So when I'm using a D3, I'll be using that. Will be using those green ones. They're his D3s. They're very strange, but it's a 3-sided dice. Now, let's roll to see who's going to go first. Oh, it's a 5 and a 4. All right, now, the mission states at the end of each turn, so I think I'm going to go first, and this is where Will's probably going to enact his special movement ability. Just before we continue and Luke moves some units, Luke will move some units. I've been playing Luke too often on these channels. Might is right is his warlord trait, and mine is refuse to die. So I think that's what it's called, where basically my captain can get back up. Right, we did forget before. Let's crack on. Hello there. Right, ignore the background noise. We are above a recording studio. So, pretty much nearly every unit has advanced in some way, except the scouts and that unit of intercessors over there, and of course this one, because they want to sit on our objective. He's advanced, they've advanced forward, these guys have advanced forward. I'm not using smoke launchers just yet, simply because I can't really, because of these 2 line of sight blocking pieces of terrain here, I can't see. And when I was putting the terrain down, I didn't really think, well, that's the best way to do it. Don't think, just make it look good, and then you'll know, in your head, think, right, I'm going to use about 3 or 4 pieces, and then do it. So basically we're going to start off the shooting with this rocket launcher. I've already measured. It's going to go into this unit 15 grots. So it's going to be 6 shots from the blast weapon.
Well, that's just not very nice now, is it?
Yes, it is. It's fine. Right, so needing freeze. 4 hits. Needing toughness is 2, so needing 2s. Oh my god, only 2 wounds. Right, 2 saves. Needing 6s. No, so he loses 2 grots for now. Right, so because I don't like grots, or I don't like orcs in general, those lads there are going to spend 3 command points, 1 for steady advance and 2 for rapid fire, meaning it's going to be 20 shots into these. So I've got 20 in my hand now. Crimson Fist rule is that if you've got 5 more models than I've got, so he needs to have a squad of 10, which he's still got 13 left, I get a +1 to hit. Also, any 6s with a bolt weapon explode into an additional hit. So, right, here we go. Needing 2s, creating some space. There's a couple of 1s there. In fact, there's 4 1s there. That's not good. And then I got 2 6s, so 2 hits back. So effectively, this is hit. Oh my god! I said it out loud, didn't I? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be 5, 10, 14 saves, sir.
Is there any
-1, but you get a +1 for being in cover. So you've got 14 saves, needing 6s. 6s to save. He got 2. So in actual fact, that means that he loses 12. So one of the grots is still alive. God damn it.
Tough little grot.
Tough little grot. So that's pretty much rinsed that unit, kind of. But one is still alive that could run around and secure objectives, which is very irritating. So yeah, that's it for my shooting. So we just got the morale on this one grot to do. Go on then, sir. Roll a d6. A 2. To be honest, he's gone. He runs off. He runs off, which means that he's got to move a unit onto that objective. So at the end of my turn, I score 3 VPs because I'm on 3 objectives. We are using some chips, by the way, for counters because it's just easier. And I've spent 3. Luke's spent quite a few. Right, let's go into Orcs turn 1. Right. So he's moved down here. Quite a few units have ran, as you can see from the counters. I'm guessing that unit at the back there is going to jump. Now, the grots. There's 4 back on the table because in actual fact we completely forgot about Cyclone, which would have meant it would have been 3s to wound the grots, not 2s. So we checked the footage. We checked the morale. He would have failed morale, so we lost a man, and then we rolled for the guys that would have been alive, and that's what we got. So there we go. Yeah. We basically got 4 grots back, holding that objective, the swines. Right, it's the psychic phase now. What are you going to do first then,
I'm going to go
Will?
for a jump.
He's going to try and cast the jump.
On this nice big bunch here.
Okay.
So, rolling.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Go on then, sir. What's the warp charge that you need?
I think it's 5 off the top of my noggin.
For the jump? Christ.
No, 7 even.
7? Oh, that sounds more like it. Right, go on then, sir. I know you get
He's got a
pluses.
group of lads next to him at 15. He gets 1 for each group of 10. I've made sure that they're not near him, too close to him, so
Okay.
they don't, his head don't go pop.
Okay. That's a 10, so that's going to pass regardless. At the moment, my psycho is not out on the field, so I can't stop that power from happening. Right, so end at psychic phase. The jump happened down here. I spent 2 command points to Auspex scan him, and I killed 1. So that was really a lovely waste of command points there. Right, so starting his shooting phase, Will, got your name right this time. Yay. I've not known him for several months.
Yeah.
Possibly nearly a year. Right. You know. So lobbers are going. He's going to fire both lobbers at the same time into the same target for speed rolling. So because of the range, it's going to make them strength 4. I can't remember what their toughness they are, so I might check because I might change his mind. Will is not deterred. He is going for them. So 2d6 worth of shot sensor. Whoa, oh, 12! 12 shots. They've got some big shells. Alright, 12 shots needing 4s from the grot lobbers here with some ancient guns. Yep. Oh, tings off. That's not... Whoa, only 4, I think, there, sir.
You've touched these dice before.
I
saw you. I'm blaming you.
He's blaming me. He's blaming me. They're discarded. He needs 5s to wound. He's got 2 wounds. And the Space Marines are not in cover, so we're going to have 3s to save. And 2 saves. A little bit anticlimactic with the guns there after 12 shots. The explosions do rain about. And I believe it's going to be this fella next. So, that boomer from the wagon, because of the line of sight through, especially through that little narrow gap, the only unit visible is again the interceptors. So he's going to fire upon them with everything. First off, it's the big gun itself, 2d6 worth of shots. Oh, another high one, 9 shots. Right. So 5s to hit because of the new rules. He can move and fire with his heavy weapon. He's got 2 hits. He's got Daka with the 6, so he can fire another. And he gets 3 hits in total. That's pretty good because there's 4 in the squad. It's strength for 7 because of the cyclone, so he's going to need 3s to wound. Oh my god! Oh, they ain't loaded them with any munitions.
This is Orky shooting.
Oh dear.
Orky shooting.
Oh dear. Last unit to shoot is this lot. They've got 19 slugger shots in range of the Marines. So 19 shots there, sir, when you've got your dice together. Yep. And he needs 5s to hit, 6s exploding into extra shots. Oh, it's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s there at least. So you might as well roll them again. Oh, he's taking the others in. Okay. Taking his time, taking his time. That skull's a miss. When you got another 5 shots. So another 1 hit from that. It's not bad shooting. It's within the 18 envelope, so they are going to be strength 4, so we're going to need 4s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of 1s though there. 4 saves. I'm in cover. All of them are saved, sir. All of them have saved. Alright. Oh, one's fallen over. So it's now going to go into the assault phase. Will is going to assault down here. Do I spend a command point to Overwatch? He gets a reroll on the charge. He needs a 9 because he needs to get within an inch, so he can't get less than 9. I am going to risk it, sir. Risking it for a biscuit. Roll for your first charge. It's a fail. It's got a 4 to go. You can reroll your charge, don't you? Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. You see, he can't reroll and reroll. At the moment, Will's first outing is rubbish. So we're past the algorithm. You can start swearing now if you want, my friend. Woohoo! Although I'll be honest, second turn I can see a lot of crunching happening. So, right at the end of your first turn, and so you are within 3 objectives. So you've managed to score another 3 points, bringing the score to an even keel. It's what do I do with those orcs in the backfield? That's what's going to do it, isn't it? I need to try and get rid of those orcs in the backfield. Right. Let's get on to Space Marines turn 2. Right, so in my turn, these guys have moved back to try and engage them. Those have moved forward a little bit, and all the rhinos and everything else have got out. The rhino advanced to try and block that from being able to advance through, depending on what happens with this turn. I did my psychic phase, I failed to do a smite, and then when I tried to play chasm, the opponent nullified it, which is why you're not seeing a psychic phase, because it's all done.
At least something's gone right.
Something's gone right. I've already done some shooting. So these 5 have shot into the grots again, killed another 3. I didn't spend any command points to overcharge them, because that honour is probably going to come down here, and there's probably going to be some overcharging over here. So to begin with, the rocket launcher is going to fire, and I think one of the scouts with the sniper, we'll check, is going to fire into these lads. So I'm going to go with the rocket first. And he needs 2s to hit because of the amount of boys in there. I still missed with 2. Strength for 4, toughness 4, so I need 4s to wound. Only one. And you get your normal saving throw, so no minus. No, so he loses a boy. We're going to have to count how many he loses on these. We actually did check. One of the snipers was in range. Could see. I rolled to hit, got a 1. Well done. Fantastic. Awesome. So, the Razorback. I'm going to see if that's in range, and that's going to fire into the boys as well. So we've checked. It's a -1 because of the fence, but because of the size of the squad, it's a +1 to hit. So the white is the assault cannon. The Mechanicus dice will be the Storm Bolter. And I got a 6 on the Mechanicus, so that gives me an extra hit with the Mechanic because that's a bolter. Any 3s, they miss. And I'm going to need 4s on the Mechanicus and 4s still, even though it's 24 inches, it's a strength of 5, so it's still 3s. In fact, no, it'll be 5s on the Mechanicus and 3s on the white because of a Cyclone. So that's 2 of those, and then 1, 2, 3, oh, it's 3 of those. 4. That wasn't very good. So 4 with -1. In fact, all of them have got -1 because I'm in tactical. So that's 7 with a -1. So and you get a +1 because you're Blood Axe. So you're going to get 7 saves needing 6s. Save 2, lost 5 though. Right, the Interceptors now opening fire. They get a +1. This is quite a lot of dice here. It's 24 shots. Needing 2s to hit because of the ability. Any 6s explode into extra shots.
Lots.
Oh my god, man.
Lots.
Right, so 2 missed. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s. So I've got 2 in my hand. Pick up another 3. All of them have hit. Right, this is freeze to wound and it's -2 because of a tactical. Oh, we'll check. Right, so he's got 5 guys left. That's a total of 6 wounds. These guys are now going to open fire, but I don't get any pluses to hit this time. So it's just going to be straightforward freeze. It's going to be 10 shots. Move them out of the way. You can freeze to hit. So, oh, see, couple of misses there. No. 2 6s, so them 2 have hit. And I am within at least 9 inches, so it's going to be forced to wound, but it is -2. Only 2! So another 2 orcs go down. Right, we've done a couple of shooting off camera. These guys down here caused a wound on one of them. Got 2 left and managed to get rid of the final grot. And then the last cannon opened fire, hit the orcs down here and rolled a double 1 for wounding. To which Will laughed heartily. Right, these guys now are going to fire into the battle wagon. So it's going to be 60. I've played Tank Hunters and Masterful Marksmanship. So I'm wounding the battle wagon on freeze, but it's only, it is going to be a -3, but it does have the guy next to him to give it a 5 up invuln save. So it's going to be freeze to hit, re-rolling the 1s because of a captain. I've got my 16 dice ready. Here goes. Re-rolling the 1s. Right, so they all still missed. And then they missed. And I got 3 6s, which is 3 additional hits. So these now need freeze to wound. This is a very good roll. That was a, yeah, it's a 4. Right, so that's a very good roll. So that's actually, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 12 saving throws before the heavy bolters kick in, sir. And this is the older rule, so it's only damaged 1 so far. So 12 saving throws, needing 5s for your shield. Oh dear. 8 wounds have been stripped off the battle wagon. And then the heavy bolters kicking in. These need force to hit because I've moved. Re-rolling the 1s. So only 1 hit. And they only benefit from the Tank Hunter rule. So +1 to wound. It does wound at a -1, sir. I don't know what save it is on battle wagons. Is it 4?
5 up invuln, isn't it?
Yeah, but if it's a 3 up save, then you might as well take your 4. But roll dice, if you get anything less, if you get 4, then we'll check it. Consulting his printout. On Battle Scribe. He's rolled it. It's a 2 regardless. It would be another wound. So that's going to be 9 wounds in total.
It's 16 wounds.
It's 16 wounds, so it's going to have lost out. Right, I've also done the characters off camera. They're not on top, by the way, they're underneath. It's just a lot easier to do that. And it's down to 7 wounds remaining. So, the captain. It's getting into the charge phase now. The captain is going to go first, and he's going to charge the battle wagon. Are you going to overwatch, sir, for a command point?
Of course I can.
Oh, okay. Right, so the boom cannon, or whatever it's called.
Boomer.
2d6 shots. For 3. Ooh, not very angled right on that one by the looks of it. Needing 6s because it's an overwatch.
None.
None. Oh, regular orc shooting would have done all right there as well. 2 heavy, 2 big shooters. Assault 3 apiece, so that's going to be 6 shots. Oh, you got a hit. Roll to wound. He's got a wound. 2 up to save because I'm in cover, and he saved. And then I'm going to roll to see what his range is going to get, and then we'll measure it. So he's got 4. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Right, so I've checked. I need a 5 to get within an inch. So that's 4. It's failed. All right, 9. That'll do. So the captain is in. Right, got in here, charged. I'm going to select the captain first. He has got 6 attacks to go with. He needs 2s to hit because of his Fist of Terror. Rerolling the 1s. That's all hit. He needs 3s to wound. Ah, you see, you only got 3 through. So it's 3d3. Remember, these are d3s. Because people have complained about it before. 7 to get through. 3, 4, 5. So the truck is down to 2 wounds remaining. But I do have some more lads to go with unless you decide to interrupt. But you are going to be on 2 wounds, so it's going to be quite detrimental. I'm not quite sure what the power of that is going back to me. So, Will is spending 2 CP, meaning he's down to about 5. That's probably the same amount as me, because I've spent a crap load in 2 turns.
1 minute. Blood Axes do get to roll a d6 to see if they get them
yeah,
back.
you do. Yeah, go on then, sir.
So, just the 1? No.
Right, okay. So, D3 attacks. So he's going to roll his unique D3s. He's got 3 attacks. Needing 2s because of his Death Roller. It's going against the Stern Guard. It's all hit. He's got strength of 5, so he needs 3s to wound. That's 1 wound. And it's -2, I believe, so I need a 5. And I don't save, so I do lose a Stern Guard model. So, attacking then. With this lot, 3 attacks apiece. Sergeant's got 4 attacks because he's got a power. Yeah, lots of attacks. I need 3s to hit it. Rerolling the 1s. The Mechanicus dice is for the Power Fist, that needs 4s. Rerolling 1s.
There's lots of them as well.
Right, so they miss, they miss, they miss, they miss. That misses, and that misses. There's quite a few there. Right. Oh, I'm going to have to put this down. Rolling to wound. I'm trying to check him in my hand, but if I do, it'll just fall out. So rolling to wound. I need 5s on the white, and I need 3s on the Mechanicus. Right, so them 2 are punching straight through regardless, so I think it's dead, because they will do D3 damage apiece. So the Power Fist does 5. So it's as good as dead already without the rest. So it's gone, but there is a unit inside. There is the ability to explode. Do you explode, sir?
No.
That is a good result for me. How many boys are inside?
There's 12.
So 12 dice, any 1s, and he's losing some lads. Flipping heck, 4 of them. So 4 perish, trying to scramble out of this vehicle. So he has to put his men down first, and then he takes the vehicle off. So they managed to pile out. They've advanced forward. I can't get into combat with them, so we're going to be burning me to death unless I lose some more. Now, these are down to 3 men. They've lost lots. So roll a d6 for your morale.
Just the 1?
Just the 1, mate. Well, I think they've failed. So 1 runs off, meaning you've got 2 men left. So So roll 2d6. They are, one of them is still on the board. Yes. I'm guessing that's for Nob. I'm guessing he's not running off. No. Oh, that's bad because he can take it off and then bring them back with some dirty stratagems. Dirty stratagems. Right, and he lost 4 from his burner boys. Now I don't know what the morale is on those, but they've at least got a morale of 6 due to the unit size. So leadership of the burner boys is 6, but he's got 8 models left, so his leadership is 8. So D6 plus 4 is 6, so he's all right. He is fine. He doesn't take any morale on the burner boys. I lost 1. Don't take any morale on that. But it's an interesting landscape. A lot of the orcs have perished, but it does mean that there's some mega knobs in there. Nova coming out, but I needed to get rid. Needed some way of getting rid of that big truck because I have no real heavy weapons. So basically, sacrificing the stern guard might have been the only way of doing it. It's a big road. He's going to have to get rid of that chunk. So at the end of a turn, I've still got 3 objectives. So I shoot up to 6 VPs. It is turn 2, not turn 1, Paul. And now we're going to go into Will's. Probably called him Luke about half a dozen times, we've not noticed. Will's turn 2. Right, movement wise, those have made a conga line. The lads have got out here, they're ready to try and take on my captain and the rest of the guys. My captain looks very small compared to the rest of the orcs there. These have moved up, obviously going to try and cause some damage. That wagon's shifted around to the side, and then spending 3 CP.
Absolutely.
Crap. Basically, he removes a unit, there was 1 left, he removes it and brings them back on. So basically, we just kept him there and just surrounded him with boys again. So he's going to have another attempt into this. I've not spent a command point or any command points to be able to shoot them for spec scan. That might have been an idea, but I haven't. Right. Psychic phase then, sir. What are you doing? Bearing in mind, you are now within 24 inches of the Librarian.
Yes, that's it. I'm going to smite him.
He's going to attempt to smite my captain. Oh, he's looking. Right, so we've checked. The Warped got a +2 to his dice rolls because of the amount of orcs are around him at the moment. Go on then, sir. So he rolled a 6. That'll be 7, 8. That'll be 9, 10. So it's not enough for the D6 smite. But thankfully, it doesn't mean that his head doesn't go pop.
No, if the psychic test was more than 10, the target suffers.
Oh, so it's not more than 10. But it's alright, it's a 10. Yep, it's on 10. So, unless you want to spend a command point and re-roll it.
No chance. I'm not chancing it.
So, taking D3 hits on the captain for 1, which you can't re-roll that because it's not something that's allowed to be re-rolled. So, next card is Fisting of Gork. And he's going to give his war boss a good fisting. You've got to do it. It's orcs, you know. And yeah, I've been looking it up. +2. It needs a 6. Oh, that's a 12. So it's more than a 10, but it's not more than 12. I don't know. Well, I know he's got it off, but does he suffer any damage?
Okay.
Right, so he's suffered a couple of wounds on himself. He rolled it, got a 2. There's the dice for proof. So, yeah, I should have maybe tried to stop the smite, but never mind. I thought he was going to try and teleport another load of lads down here, but since he's got 30 down there already, I don't need to. Right. So, what are you doing next, Will? Probably called him Luke again about half a dozen times. Shooty. And what's shooting?
Lobbers.
The lobs! And what are they firing at?
Let's put it into these lads here.
Into those guys there. Right, so we've checked. He's more than 18 inches away, so it's -1 to strength, but I've got 9 in the squad, so he's going to have to do them 1 at a time. So the first one does 1, which is minimum 3, so that's 3 shots. Needing force to hit. Daka. Oh wow, we've got 4 hits. Needs force to wound. None. So the other one, that's firing. D6 shots. Again, 3 because of the amount I've got in my squad. 1 hit this time. Needing a 4. And no wounds. These dice are terrible, man.
Switch them out.
Terrible. Right, I'm guessing some burny deaths coming.
No,
Burner boys are going now. D3. He gets a 2. There's 8 in the unit, so that will be 16 automatic hits with the burners. 16 auto hits coming up, needing 4s. Ooh, not sure. Skulls are deceiving, you know, it just shows bad dice rolling. That's a fail. So that will be 3, 6, 7, 8 saves needed on the Space Marines. So I'm taking them on the ones in cover first. So there's 4 of them in cover. They save, and then the other 4 hits also save, and I didn't even need the extra cover save on that one. I'm rolling incredibly well. Will is not. So I apologise for this one because it looks like it might be quite one-sided, but it's mainly due to dice rolls. If I'm completely honest.
Mega Blaster.
Custom Mega Blaster from this lad.
Assault 1 into your captain.
Can't end the captain because the tactical squad is closer.
In front, yes. Look out, sir.
No, not tactical.
Tactical squad.
Stern guard, sorry.
Assault 1. No.
He misses.
Luckily it went along because then he did
Yep.
himself.
What about the Scorcher Cannon thing from your Warlord?
Yes.
He can target the captain.
So we're going to toast to goodness.
You're going to fire both, or?
Yeah, let him have it.
It's -1 to hit though, apart from with your burner. So your burner is going to be D6 auto hits, and it's assault 2 with the other here. So D6 auto hits with your burner. 6 auto hits! 6 dice needing 4s. Oh dear. 3. So the captain needing 3s to save. Oh, so there's another 2 wounds. He's down to 2 wounds remaining. The assault weapon going off, needing 6s because it's firing both parts. None. But I'm down to 2 wounds. So the sergeant, or mega knob, as it were, he's got a Scorcher, 2 automatic hits, needing 4s. Oh, it's another 1. Captain saves it this time though, and the 2 shots from the shooter. 1 hit, explodes. Doesn't get a second hit, needing a 4. No. But the captain is down to 2
all the
wounds.
shooting rat hands.
It is. Ooh.
Moving on to the big shooter from the
Truck
there.
from the truck. And we've just done the slugger shooting from there, causing a wound on these. He's not had a very good shooting phase at all. We've also done the truck, fired a big shooter into the ancient with the banner. Didn't do anything. Right, on to the charge phase then. Orcs, wah, chargy things. Yes. Right, apologies for the music. Right, so these guys failed to charge in again, and they lost 3 to Overwatch this time. But this truck managed to do that stratagem he did.
2 mortal wounds.
Yeah, it did 2 mortal wounds with some weird stratagem that allowed him to roll 3d6, charging across the battlefield, smashed into the side.
Ramming speed.
Ramming speed, smashed into the side of the Razorback. Here, the Orc War Boss, he's underneath, has managed to get in contact with all 3 characters, because he declared them as a target of a charge. The Knobs have declared the Rhino, the Stern Guard, and the Captain as a target of a charge and gone straight into them. And the Burners declared, was it just the lads, or?
No, the chap and...
Yeah, and then the Painboy also did as well, declared all of them. And then this lad, he only declared those guys. And he's made sure he's still within 3 inches of the objective to hold on to it. So, oh Christ.
And them lot over there failed miserably.
Yep.
Again.
Yep, again, they rolled twice. It was just, I think you got 7 twice or something like that, and you're just like, no, we're not going.
Not happening.
We saw what we did to the last lot. I'm not quite sure I want to, and it's like, oh, we'll just rinse and repeat you then. Jesus. Wow. I'm going to make sure there's none of them left this time.
Well,
Right.
I don't think I can play that.
What
again,
are you? Right, so I do have 5 command points left. No, I've got 4 command points left. So it's up to you what you're wanting to go with here. Because I can interrupt.
That you can. I'll go with War Boss first.
He's going to go with the War Boss first. Right, so the Orc is going to, the War Boss is going first. He's got 8 attacks. He's putting 2 on the banner, 3 on a chaplain, 3 on a librarian. He's got the Killy Claw as well. So the 2 on the banner. They've both hit. 2s to wound. They've both wounded. It's -3, and straight 3 damage. Oh, the banner bearer goes down. Does he manage to attack before he dies? Yes, he does. Just 1 attack and doesn't do anything. So, 3 attacks. Oh, what, the chaplain next?
Yep.
Go ahead then, sir. So, he missed with 1. 2 hits. 2 wounds. The chaplain saves 1. He is alive with 1 wound left.
Woohoo.
And then against the librarian, 3 attacks. All 3 hit.
Rerolling.
Rerolling. All 3 wound. I need number of the beast. I saved 1, but that's enough for 6 wounds, so it does kill off the Libby as well. But the chaplain is still alive. So after many months of deliberation, joking, I've decided not to interrupt. So which unit are you going with next?
I'm gonna use Pain Boy on your chap there.
Okay. And this is where he has to spend 4 hours trying to find it.
Yay! No, it's there.
We're not using printouts. We are using printouts because he's forgot his goddamn book. So thankfully we have some backups at the club. Go on then, sir. How many attacks is it? 4.
On 3s, he gets 4 attacks.
4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. That's 3 attacks. That's 4, and that was a hit before you knocked it, so that's 4 hits. What's the, is it Urty Syringe?
You've got that, and you've also got the kill saw.
He has a kill saw?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I didn't realise, I'm sure he might have told us at the beginning of the game, but I've not paid attention. He's got a kill saw. So he needs 2s to wound. Actually, he would have needed 4s to hit. Hang on. We have checked. He did actually hit with all of them because the kill saw is a -1 to hit, not 3s. So go on and say you need 2s to wound. So you got all 4.
It's -4 AP.
It's fine. It's in. If you're going against the captain, he has an invulnerable save of 4 up.
Oh, he would have, wouldn't he?
Yes, he does. 1 gets through, which will basically mean that the captain will die. Reroll. Oh, he takes it. He's like, no, pal. Kill saw, where'd you get that from? Right. He's going with the Mega Knobs next. Now, 2 of the Mega Knobs are going against the captain now. And then 2 of them are going against the Rhino. So the first one, we'll look at the stats. So the first lot of 2, because of the 2 kill saws, he's got 4 attacks apiece. So that's 8 attacks, needing 4s to hit. That's half. That's about average. It's fine. Strength of the Mega Knobs is 5, so doubling it is 10. So he's going to need 2s to wound. Or he's using. Oh well, good tactic, sir. Good tactic. Forced to save. He does. He does die. He does die. But I am going to spend 2 CP for only in death does duty end. And I'll get to fight with the captain. But let's do the rest of the attacks again. So we've got 4 attacks with kill saws again against the Rhino. So these need 4s. Nothing. He misses the Rhino completely. And then I believe it's 3 attacks with a power claw, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 3 attacks with a power claw.
Subtract 1 from the hit roll also.
Yep. So 4s to hit. He hits twice. His strength potential is going to need 3s. 2 wounds against the Rhino. Needs 6s. No. And it's 2d3 damage. For 4. So the Rhino's down to 6. So I've decided 6 attacks for the captains. 3 against the Pain Boy. 2s to hit. All hit. 2s to... What's the toughness of the Pain Boy? 4.
4.
2s to wound. All wounded. Minus of 3.
So you don't get a natural save, but it does get the...
It gets to feel no pain against the wounds. So let's roll how many wounds I'm going to do. I'm going to do 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds to him, sir.
So how many die?
Yeah. Oh, only just 4 wounds. He's only got 4 wounds. yeah. Only just, but the captain does take him down. Pain Boy's gone. Other 3 attacks are also going against the mob that has not fought yet, the Burner Boys. That's 3 hits. And that's 3 kills. So 3 of the Burner Boys go down. This before the captain dies. So Big Mac is going next. He's going against the Stern Guard. He needs 4s because of his claw. Fails with 2, unfortunately, there. Hits with 1 though. Needs 2s to wound. No! Will is aghast. He's like, my God. You might as well do the Burner Boys now, sir. Oh dear. Burner Boys up next. 10 attacks. Needing 3s to hit. Move that away for you. Oh, that's pretty good. Better. That's pretty good. 3 misses. That's cool. Yep. And then you need 4s to wound. That's a lot better. That's 4 wounds, sir. And it's a minus of 2, so I'm going to need 5s to save. So 3 go down. That's not good.
It's better for me.
So, by the looks of it, enraged by the fact that their captain had been killed and 2 other characters have been taken down, they fought back against the Burner Boys and wiped them out. Just, so it's a chaplain last. I have gone back already with them, so we'll do the chaplain on camera. So the chaplain has got 3 attacks plus 1 for being charged. He needs 2s to hit. He's hit all of them. He's only got a strength of 5. The Warboss has got a toughness of 6. So I'm going to need 5s. I only get 1. It's a minus of 1, so it'll just be his 4 pin bun, and it's 2 damage. So he does get hurt. 2 damage comes careening into his face, and he goes, ow, my jaw. So at the end, I've actually gone on to my turn a little bit, but I forgot. At the end of turn 2, Will is now on 5 VPs. We're going into turn 3. We're going to have a look to see what happens at the end of my turn, because it might end up running away with this, due to awesome dice rolling and terrible dice rolling on the part of Will. But there we go. Right, it goes one way or the other. It doesn't go both. Right, okay. Let's see what happens. So my turn 3 then. Those guys have moved up. The chaplain has fallen back so I can get some shots off because he's not. New character rules means I can target the damn guy. This has fallen back round here, trying to keep away from a Killsaw's main, try and contest that if I can. These guys have moved up 12, have captured that objective. Let's see what else they can do shooting wise. Although remember, anything over 18 inches is going to be -1. Although down here we've had some adjustments, and I think it's going to be rinse, repeat, and destroy. So I'm going to start off with the Dread firing twin las into your Warboss. He does need 4s because of the defense. I got 1 hit. I think it's 3s or 2s. Let's check. It's toughness 6, and at that range I would only be strength 8. So my 2 fails to wound. Oh, and I get a
toughness 5,
point. Right. Well, even at toughness 5. Yeah, at toughness 5 I don't get it. Crap. Right. These lads with the shooty shoots. Right, not recording because I didn't think I'd do anything. Those lads have opened up, scored 3 wounds, and all 3 wounds have gone through. So the actual Warboss is now down to 2 wounds remaining. I'm going to see what snipers can see. I've got no one that can see him. There's nobody that can shoot him. So the rocket launcher then is going to have to go into this mass mob here. So, automatic 6 shots because of frag missile. 2s to hit because I got a +1 to hit. 4s. 3s to wound. 5s to wound because of the range. 3 wounds. No minus though, so you got your saves of 6. Oh, he saves 1, so he only loses 2 orcs this time. So, interceptors opening fire. 4 of them with 6 shots apiece. It's a lot of shots. Needing 2s again because of the size of the squad. Right, so I've just rolled and I got 24 hits. So effectively I didn't miss. Because the 6s compensated for the ones that I rolled. I now need 3s. because it's strength 5. And it's minus of...
strength 4 on boys.
Yeah, toughness 4. Yeah, I'm strength 5, so I need freeze.
Yeah.
And it's at least minus 2. So this is going to hurt. Right. 21 boys have gone down. 21. Right, now the interceptors opening fire. 10 shots. I'm not spending any command points. Needing freeze to hit this time. And they whiffed it a little bit, to be honest. But I did get 2 6s, so that's 2 extra hits. Needing 4s. So that would be another 3 wounds on them, Squire. Right, you can't save because it's minus of 2. Which would then leave again the knob. Oh dear. Right, so I've also done some shooting down here with these guys. They've rinsed 8 grots. And I fired some pistols into there. I've also done the truck and it took off 1 wound because he actually got some saves with the truck. I was amazed. Right. This is not looking great. So I've got a couple of charges, which we'll do, you know, of course, I always do the charges off camera. Will's got no command points at the moment, so he can't actually interrupt, nor can he overwatch. But it does mean that these guys are going to, the killers are going to go first against the stern guys, so I'm probably going to lose them. But we'll just get this combat out of the way.
Not with my dice rolls,
Not with my dice rolls, that's true. We're going to get this combat out of the way and we're going to count up the points. Right, inevitably, down here, we got the charge in, he's dead. But I managed to get the charge, we've put him on the right level because it was easier to measure. We've managed to get the charge in down here. So, I've already consolidated up, we're all in engagement range. So I've got a power fist, 4 attacks. This is where I flunked this because I've already rolled 4 attacks with a power fist and did quite well. 4 attacks with a power fist, needing 4s. 2. The toughness is 5. I need freeze. 2. It's got a 4 up, invulnerable save. 1 goes through. He's got 2 wounds left. D3 damage. 2. Takes out the war boss on that flank. Oh dear. So, Will gets to go first with the kill swords down here. Right, so basically dispatched them. Dead easy. Killed all 6 with the kill swords. And then he's moving in towards the intercessors. But I've scored 3, 5 this turn, which takes me up to 11. I don't think Will can come back from that.
I'd have got 2, am I right?
You can get 2 at the end of your turn, but you need to take objectives from me. So he needs to stay around that. I was saying that. We need to do a morale check on that as well. So we need to do a morale check on the Grexin.
So it's
just D6. So the failed morale, so you lose 1, and then you roll a D6 for everyone else, and a 1 or 2 they run off. How many is left?
6.
6. So you only lose another 2. So you've got 4 left on there, so they can at least hold that objective. That's fine. But he's one of them weird ones. It's like, even if he took that out, he's got a sacrifice, he can't come off that objective. So he can score 2 back, which will take him up to 7. And then even if I don't do anything, I'm just going to sit pretty on another 3.
The only thing I can do to thing is perhaps jump them.
Yeah, which is being very successful at this moment in time. Jumping into the marine lines.
Even if I jumped them back over there again, I'm not going to gain enough, even if I got on one of your objectives.
Yeah.
I'm not going to gain enough. The most I can possibly get is what, 4 extra?
Yeah.
Which should take me up to 9.
Yeah.
So
I think it's we're going to have to call it there, really, aren't we, on that one?
We can't get it. I can't.
It's a bit of a shorter one.
Cannot pull it back.
But I'll be honest, some hideously awful dice rolls from Will, poor bugger, and some disgusting.
Been after this.
Oh, definitely. I know the green, but I wouldn't trust them. They're all Games Workshop ones. They're at Skull. They always seem to roll rubbish. A victory there for the Crimson Fist. Not a woohoo victory for the Crimson Fist. It was more of a let's do it by the numbers, lads. Come on then. Oh Jesus. So yeah, got some good dice rolls there. But thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button if you do want to see more. Normally, probably better dice rolls. Although it could be because you cursed. It's the first time you've been on the channel. You probably cursed.
No, it's the dice are going. The dice are going.
Dice are going down
Blame
the toilet.
blame
it on the dice. We're going to leave you with that thought. We'll see you next time.